Vanakkam. Welcome to another edition of Indulge Auto, and today we have brought you the brand new GLS. Yes, the GLS has been in the market for some time, but this is the new version which has just been launched a few days back, and we are going to give you a small brief walk around, and we'll of course drive the car also. But let me tell you some of the salient features of this vehicle. This is actually the top model, or you could say this is the S class of the GL class, which is the off-roading, the SUV, the luxury SUV range. Of course, the G Wagon is on a different level, and we'll talk about that sometime later. But right now, this is the family-oriented, top of the line SUV available in the Mercedes line, bar, of course, the Maybach as well. So you can immediately see some of the changes that have been done. The headlights are new, gone are the lights inset here, fog lights, everything is integrated into one adaptive light control cluster here. These nice shiny aluminum grille and this big Mercedes logo actually makes things look really, really smart. Now, I will like to tell you a little more about the sides as we go along. So small subtle changes to the exterior as well, including these 21-inch alloys. Of course, the 360-degree cameras are here, so you can look around this part. This area remains more or less the same. If you go right up to here, the lights, of course, have been changed to reflect the new generation of this vehicle. Now, let me open the boot and show you the speciality there. So the rear side, as I said before opening the boot and showing you, the lights are brand new. And what I really love is this small little wiper with the Mercedes logo in it. Anyway, I was telling you about the boot, so let's get there. Of course, you have an automatic tailgate. Now, you may think that there is a lot of space here because what you can see is this, but of course, this is a seven-seater. So you have two seats at the back, and they can be, you know, electrically operated. So if you sort of press the button here, then you can see that you can bring these up as well. Uh, there are buttons this side as well, and here we can see up come the seats. This is how it works. Yep, and the best part is you can actually recline the second row as well through a button here. And if you want to put all the seats down or bring them up, there is a button here as well. You can also bring the rear part down. If you press this button, you'll see that the vehicle is going down. It will slowly go down to a certain level, so it makes loading a lot easier. And of course, it's a cavernous boot, and you have a bit of storage space here, a spare tire, and of course, a window blind. So this is what is great about the boot and the exteriors. Let's sit inside and see what are so cool about the interiors. It is a very hot day in Delhi, temperatures touching 45 or so. And I'm glad that I just got inside the car because the air conditioning is actually very good. Some salient features I must tell you about the interiors. Nowadays, the leather you see in most luxury cars is man-made leather, which is not only being kinder to the environment, but kinder on animals as well. So I really love this. Yes, I love the perforated seats here. The seats have ventilation and heating, of course, but I don't think that is much required in our country. The piano lacquer finish is rather nice. You have a big panoramic sunroof, and you have two screens here. One is for the driver information system, other controls, multimedia, car controls, etc. They can all be also controlled by this little touchpad here, and you have, touch-based buttons on the steering wheel. Now, I don't really know whether I like touch-based or not because I feel that you sometimes tend to give the wrong input. But hey, you get used to everything with time, right? Otherwise, of course, you have a wireless charging pad here, two cup holders, plenty of storage space here, and you can, of course, lower or increase the ride height of the vehicle by this little switch here. This is a place to put your palm in, actually, basically. And what we can see is generally this mirrorless layout and all. I think it's a very sensibly made car, and it has got all the right controls and notions which fall at your fingertips. Of course, it's fabulous to drive. Not many of you will be driving this incidentally because I'm sure you would like to sit in the back seat. So let's get into the back seat and see how comfortable it is there. Of course, in a vehicle like this, the back seats are supremely comfortable. But again, few salient features, I must say. You have an entertainment system here, which you can switch on. This is or off by just holding it here. Yep. And again, The comfortable seats here, the separate air conditioning controls. What is really good, apart from the B pillar vents, is that you have separate vents on the top. So it'll keep you a little cooler on days like this. And yeah, my favorite feature, of course, is this lovely armrest. It's got some storage space here. You have a wireless charger here. And of course, you can control everything from this pad. It's an Android based pad, and all the controls that you see there are here. You can even switch the screen on. I just switched on my screen. I can switch on that screen. So, yeah, you can do a lot of stuff just by controlling this pad, which I will put here now. And the display comes right here. Supremely comfortable, value utility, and of course, wireless charger makes things good. Life is good here. Now, let us take a look at the mechanicals before we drive the car, and I give you an ultimate opinion. So, the GLS comes in two versions. There's a petrol car and a diesel car, and today we are driving the petrol one. It's almost a 3-liter engine, and it gives you an astounding 380 horsepower plus 500 Newton meters of torque, which means that you can go from 0 to 100 technically in 6.1 seconds, and you can go up to 250 kilometers per hour, which has been limited because of the bulk of the vehicle. So, basically what I wanted to do was I just wanted to show you what the power plant looks like, the 6-cylinder, and very neatly stacked and beautifully done. And you can see the huge area in front, which is a crash resistant area. So, yeah, this part of the vehicle looks impressive, but let's drive it to see what it really feels like. Driving the GLS is, of course, a matter of great comfort, the effortless power that comes in. I think it is amazing how much you can enjoy driving this car. It initially looks like a big car, but with an infinite number of seat settings, electrical, of course, on the driver's seat and front passenger seat. So, with this amount of adjustment and stuff, I think that it is a lovely car to drive. It's very comfortable, and yes, you can go off roading in it too, should you be so inclined. Does it make a good family car? I would definitely say yes, it does. And this is one vehicle that should definitely be on your shopping list. So, how did you like our evaluation of the GLS? One of the most important things in a vehicle like this is the pricing. Now, you're not going to skimp and save on pennies here because what you're buying is absolutely the best. So, I would like to tell you it costs anything between 1.5 crores to 1.63 crores, depending on the variant you take and in the city you live in. But at that money, is it worth it? I would say if you can afford it, go for it because you won't find a luxury SUV which is much better than this. This has to be the first among equals. This is your host, Ranojay Mukherjee, signing off until we bring you a car next time.